This is getting caught. Leopard says I'm wanking the dog, so I can't really type. That's good stuff, mate. And I'd love to sit there and go, oh, Leopard's made a typo, everyone, but it's pretty obvious that Lep's done that on purpose. So it's fine. I've known him long enough. That is a two-hand task, to be fair. Oh no. One time Stream Elements banned my friend because he wrote in all caps with symbols in it. You can do that in Stream Elements with the censoring and stuff. Shimus has got it, so if you type in caps, your message just gets deleted. But it's like if you type like 5 capital letters in a row, it just gets deleted, which I think is quite funny. I might have to add something like that myself. Yeah, it was on purpose. I thought it was funny. What do you think? I mean, the fact that it was on purpose sort of makes it... Well, I mean, we got something out of it, I suppose. We squoze... There was a little bit of juice in it. There was a little bit of juice in it, and we squoze it out. Not a lot, though. Not enough to make, like, a full glass. Just like a... Wouldn't even keep you hydrated. Welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? You join us at a lovely time where Leopard's wanking his dog or something like that. 5 capital letters in a row. It is harsh, but it is funny, chappers. It is quite funny. Oh, perfect. Just in time. Just in time. And then it said stream elements deleted 125 something messages. Good grief. XL Gummies, says Wisecrack. Wow. This is it. Horrible stuff, folks. Vile stuff, as the dearly departed Bruce Wayne would say. There's a van outside. I wonder what, if people are watching this on YouTube in months to come. Hello, by the way. I always wonder what they'd sort of be talking about. Or what they'd be sort of thinking if they'd watched this series from the beginning where it's sort of me and Knights just having a chat and all that sort of thing. It's not a Nutcracker TN, though. No. It's just a van, mate. It's just a van. It just starts with me and Knights having a chat, and we've devolved into me throwing about 60 Ultra Balls at a Suicune while we talk about wanking his dog. How far we've come, so to speak. Crack Cryarty, no. Has anyone done that yet? Probably think they'll never go to Twitch now. Probably unsub from YouTube as well. There was one person who was watching them through and like commenting on a lot of the videos, and I was like genuinely sort of... That actually made me feel quite good that someone was sort of going through and watching them. God knows what they're thinking now. God knows. It's horrible in here, isn't it? Just water or smut and filth, I know. Look at this space that I've cultivated. Those commentaries were great, but I would get so distracted. I think this format's better. Well, it's nice of you to say that, Nightlights, because I won't be doing this format for these games for much longer. So thanks for mentioning that, mate. Even my... I don't know how you pronounce that, so I'm just gonna have a wild guess and say Yowie. Smut is clearer than this, and I don't really know what that is, to be honest with you, Jules. And I'm sorry. Oh, I was right. Oh, that's good. Yowie. Remember Yowies, folks? I always talk about Yowies, the little animals that you used to get in Cadbury's chocolate. It's BL. I don't know what BL is. BL. I've been challenged, but I don't really know why. I don't know why either, Knights, to be honest with you. It stands for Boys Love, right? I was not familiar with that abbreviation, and was anyone? Just out of interest. Was it just me? I've not heard of that. Watching Yowie be explained to girls do me in. I mean, you've got to learn, haven't you? Thought it was blowjob lips. Thought it stood for butt lift. See where everyone's mind immediately goes with that. Burger lover, yeah. I'm too much of a weeb. I'm sorry, Jules. I don't know. So there's probably is someone in here who knew what you meant perfectly, but is too scared to admit it because we've all sort of sat here and gone, I don't know what that means. I thought it meant butt lift. We're out of Ultra Balls, folks. It's Great Ball time, and we're going to catch it on this one. No, we're not. What was I thinking? Wouldn't it be funny after all this if we just threw a Master Ball at it? Because that is the last ball that we've got. It's going to start struggling soon as well, I think. Which is slightly worrying. I forgot people might not know it's a VTuber in me. No, that's fair enough. If Yogurt were here, they'd probably know. I don't know if they're still lurking or not, and I would dare not call them out of a lurk. But Yogurt strikes me as the sort of person who probably would know what you were talking about. Is that fair for me to say? I think it is. None of you are the judge of that, because I've known Yogurt longer than any of you have known Yogurt. So, I don't know why I was asking for validation there. I think they'll know as well. We'll ask next time they come in. We'll see what happens. That'll be a little fresh bit of content for you. Yogs is great. There's a reason that Yogurt, that I've known Yogurt for so long. Far longer than I've known any of you freaks. I used to sing with Yogurt on Twitch Sings. Back in the day. Sometimes I get people don't know who I am because of this account. Yeah, I was saying the other day actually. I think Leopard was asking me because I was saying something about me being on Twitch for 6 years, and I think I don't know if it was Leopard or someone that said like, "Is there anyone in here who's followed you for 6 years?" And I went, "Yeah, you have, Jules, but not on that account. But you were my first follower, I think." Which was over 6 years ago. Bring back to honestly, if they brung back Twitch things, you just wouldn't hear the end of it from me. Oh dear, right, we've got to do it on this one then. Right, okay. This is it. Shit. That's fine, folks. All of that we just did in that time was, I won't say a waste of time, but it kind of was, wasn't it? Oh, it was TN asking, and I wouldn't think of such an intelligent question. Wow.
What?
What? Brang. Is it Brang?
What?
I can't understand why no one's made a replacement yet. Money. Licensing. Yeah, the licensing. That's why they stopped it, the licensing. Which is why we all sort of just said, like, if they made it like a £5 a month subscription or whatever. But no, they wouldn't do that, would they? Has Wisecrack figured out a joke yet? No, Knights. He probably never will. Which is fair enough. I think when I first watched you stream for your Xbox or PS3, it would have been PS4, Jules. Would have been PS4, and that probably would have been on an old account, Jules. That would have been on an old account, I think. So that would have been before 2019, quite possibly, because I used to stream on a different account back in like 2018 and even before that. It's on YouTube. What, the stream that I did from back then? There might be bits of it, maybe. 2019, pretty sure it was 2018, yeah. I did a bit of Sims 4. I think I've told this story before, but I did Sims 4. I used to stream just for friends, just to have like 1 or 2 people watching, so that's perfect. Just to have 1 or 2 people watching sort of thing. And I was playing Sims 4 once on PS4, but streaming it. And Nerdmo, you remember the sort of PS4 streaming setup thing? It was crap, wasn't it? And it always told you how many people were watching you and if someone left and if someone joined and all that sort of thing. And so I was just sort of in my own little world playing Sims 4. And then I looked at the view counter and it said like 11 people were watching. And it freaked me out so bad that I just ended the stream. Because I was not used to like maybe more than 3 people watching. The thought of like 11 people watching me was just like... I was suddenly incredibly self-aware. And I just ended the stream because I was just like too shy. This would have been 2018, I think. Back when I was a prick. Which I think I've talked about in the past as well, actually. It was a hate raid. I don't think it was a raid at all. It was just like 11 people watching me play The Sims. Matt, this would have been in 2018, but that was on an old account, Matt. I started streaming pre-lockdown. I would have started streaming not long after I made the account, to be honest, on Twitch. So it would have been like June 2020, no, June 2019 even. But I wasn't streaming much. I was mostly doing Twitch things, but I played like a few like truck sim streams and stuff. But this was on my laptop, and my laptop I couldn't get truck sim going higher than about 15 FPS, so it was pointless, especially with OBS on the go. Yeah, way back when. But I must have had like at least 2 accounts before that on Twitch, where I used to stream. I used to stream Pez, like Pez. This was like Pez 2016. Pez 2018 as well a little bit, and The Sims 4 and City Skylines. What, on the PS4 version of City Skylines? What was my earliest account name? I don't remember at all, actually. I'm not sure. Amazon wanted the record labels to consider sings the same as karaoke bars, but they said no. Yeah. It's a shame. It was really fucking good, Twitch Sings. I've said before, I met a lot of good people on Twitch Sings. Yogurt, Bucket was from Twitch Sings. Of course, there'd be loads of people that I've forgotten about now. Keza and Dare Drinker. Pepperwinkle. I'm trying to name people that people will remember. Holly was from Twitch Sings. No, Nights. No, that was after. My first stream had 15 people and I almost ended it. It's terrifying, isn't it, Jules? You get used to it, though. You do get used to it. Until you get, like, a raid from, like, an exponentially larger amount, and then you get terrified all over again. Which is nice. It's why I turned raids off for a bit, because I used to just get a bit clammy, if that's the word. When I got a raid, it used to stress me out a bit too much. What's the story of you selling the PS4? Who wants to hear the story of me selling my PS4? Because what I'm taking that is a message from Nightlights, is that he wants me to tell the story of selling the PS4. Who's not heard the story of me selling the PS4 and wants to hear it? It's not that funny. I don't think. Yes, you did. I said you weren't a prick. I wasn't a prick to you, Jules. I was a prick to other people, though. I carry a lot of guilt about that. But whatever. Can't undo it, can I? I wasn't like sort of fucking cancelable, sort of being a prick. I was just a bit of a knob. Super stuff, folks. I think I took a long break from not watching you. One day I suddenly appeared again, and that's fine. That happens. Don, folks. Want to cleanse clean, messy water. The north wind was born. Oh. Remember Vividly used to complain to me about people? Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. Very good. It's first that I saw so strong concentration. Excited. Aeon is strong. Basic is too. Strong Aeon may invite the irised monster. In this matter, the monster's body will appear in the end. I want to investigate. Let me enjoy the baculin fright. Thank you very much. Bye, Basic. Super stuff. Speaking of Iris, hello, welcome in. How's it going? Good to see you. That was weird, wasn't it? It said Iris in the game and then Iris is here. Yeah, I did used to do that, Jules. I think back at that and I just hate it. I was a very unhappy chappy back then. And I never knew when to, like, fuck off. I never knew, like, if I was in a bad mood or whatever, I never knew when to sort of go, right, I'm in a bad mood now, I shouldn't talk to people, otherwise I'm just going to be a snarky little prick and piss people off. I had no sort of moderation for that kind of thing, whereas I'm a little bit better with that now. Dare say I'm a lot better with that now. Is everyone dead naming Suicune? Calling is AN or Don? Why is it? I don't know. For some reason, Kyle, the names of the Pokemon in the battles and the names of the Pokemon in the text are different. I don't know why that happens. I assume it's something to do with contextual sort of translation. I don't know. That's okay. I was too on. I don't remember you being a prick, Jules. Like I said, if you were, I probably wouldn't still be talking to you. So, here's what it is. Maybe I should play a lottery ticket. Go for it, Iris. Today's the day. We should do a lottery ticket in this. Right, folks, let me tell the story of me selling the PS4. Because apparently 2 people wanted to listen to it. So this would have been late 2019. I was saving up money to buy a PC. My first PC. Just still down here and I've not got rid of it yet. And I needed... I think it was about 800 quid I needed. And I'd saved up some money and I didn't have a lot of money at that point. So I was like, I'm going to sell my PS4. I could, at that point, I sold my PS4. I think I ended up getting about 200 and something quid for it. Like 220 quid. It was a PS4, 2 controllers, and 6 or 7 games, I think it was. This was 800 quid for a mid-range. It was like a lower mid-range PC at this point, Jules. But, yeah. So I sold it on Facebook Marketplace, and there's a fella messaged me and was like, yeah, I'll buy this off you for the agreed price and stuff. So, fair enough. Yeah, look, come round and pick it up. And he went, yeah, I'll come round tomorrow or whatever. And so he came round in the car, and as he was driving here, I was sort of packing it up all ready to go. And I'd formatted the PS4, so I'd removed all the data off it. It was like all my save data and all my... I backed it all up, like. But all my save data, all my user data and all that sort of thing. So it's like, if you turned it on, it was just a brand new PS4. Do you have this a physical game in DS? I don't know, unfortunately, King Bless. Otherwise, it'd be worth a fucking fortune, wouldn't it? I'd sell that for a lot of money. Welcome into you, by the way. I'm getting a call from MKE, so you're going to have to hold on, folks. Heard many legends about you. Why are you so strong? Your Ames is the champion of the world. I will stand on you later. I'm so unwilling to put down the phone. Goodbye. Fair enough. So, as he's driving here, he's about 50 minutes away driving. He's about 50, and he sends me a message on Facebook, and he goes, oh, by the way, my old PS4, the reason he wanted a new PS4 is because his old PS4 wasn't allowed to go online anymore because he used to hack GTA 5. and basically Sony just sort of stopped that PS4 from being able to go online or something like that. That's what he said. I don't know if that's a thing that Sony do or not, or did. So he basically said his PS4 can't go online because he used to hack GTA or something like that. And so he said, can we do a test when I get here to make sure that it works online? And I went, yeah. I was thinking, like, you're fucking kidding me. But I went, yeah, okay, because I just wanted to sell it, and I was getting a good deal for it as well. So I was like, fair enough, like. But my internet back then was shit. So first of all, what I have to do is get the unpack the PS4. I've all packed it up and it's ready to go. Unpacked all the PS4, set it all up, and by that time I've done that, he's turned up. And he is someone that I have very little in common with, put it that way. He turned up in a sort of, you know, fucking souped up sort of Volkswagen Polo or something. Do you know that sort of thing? And he had his pregnant girlfriend in the car. And she was waiting in the car. And he turns up. Fucking reeking of marijuana, which I don't like the smell of, folks. And he comes in, and I said, I'm just setting it up. So he said, can we do the test online, the online testing? I said, yeah, we'll just have to do it now, because I had it all packed and ready for you, but I've had to reset it up, and I reset all the settings and stuff, so it's all. So he said, okay, well, I'll wait then. So we go into, it was in my brother's room, actually. It wasn't in my room, because my brother was away at the time, so I thought I'll just go in my brother's room because he's got a bigger room than me. And so I'm I'm thinking to myself, what game can I download right now? That's going to be like small, that's online. So I downloaded Fortnite because it was free as well. And I had all the discs and stuff packed up. So I downloaded Fortnite. Now, to download Fortnite on my internet at that point, the full game took about 45 minutes. So I was sort of like, this is going to take like 45 minutes, mate. I'm sorry. And he was like, no, it's fine, I'll wait. I thought, oh, fair enough then. Assuming he was going to go back into his car and sit with his pregnant girlfriend and just have a chat with her for a bit, and then I'd invite them back in. But no, he just stood in the room with me while I stood and watched this installing bar go, and he was trying to make conversation with me about cars and stuff, and I haven't got a fucking clue what he was talking about, and it was going nowhere. And also my mum's in as well at the time, and she's sort of going like, she sort of texted me going, why is he still here? And I said, oh, I'll tell you afterwards. So anyway, 45 minutes later of basically just the worst small talk and silence. He's also, by the way, I should stress, he was a fucking idiot. He was just, I don't like saying this about people, but he was just really fucking thick. Which didn't help. Like when I was talking about, like, I had to reinstall, like, all this stuff, he looked at me like I was speaking a different language. Anyway, he's letting me try this magic herb. Anyway, 45 minutes passes, the game fucking downloads. We boot up Fortnite on my account. I play it for 10 seconds and he goes, super, it works online. That's great, let's go. I unpack it all. I turn it all off, pull all the cables up, put it all back in the box, and he's watching me do this, like putting all the games and stuff in there, and I'm going, there's your games, there's your controllers and all that sort of thing, putting it back, all in the box, gave it to him, he gave me the money, no problem, 220 quid or something it was, which is not bad. He gets in the car, I see him get in the car, because my room's here, and the road's just out there, so I can see him get in the car. His heavily pregnant girlfriend in the car, waiting for him. And he puts the stuff in the car. I said, do you want a hand putting the stuff in the car? He said, no, all right. No, I'm all right. My partner will help me. Which was just a fucking baffling thing to say. Yeah, you get your heavily pregnant girlfriend to help you do some lifting of fucking boxes and stuff, putting it in the back of your car. Anyway, he gets in the car and he's about to drive off, and he rings me. He rings me on my phone because obviously he's got my number on. He's got my Facebook, so he rings me on Facebook, basically on the messenger, and he goes, "You said there's going to be 2 controllers. There's only 1 controller in here. What are you lying to me for? You're trying to take the piss or whatever?" And I went, "What do you mean? There's only 1 controller? I've put 2 controllers in." He said, "No, there's only 1 controller. I swear down, I'm going to come back in." And I said, "Bear in mind, I can watch him, and I'm seeing him while he's doing this. I'm seeing him out the window. Don't know why I pulled my curtain then." He's looking in one side of the box. Now, because it's like a cardboard box, obviously it's got the PS4 in, but it's got like that cardboard kind of like mold inside it, if that makes sense, where you're meant to put all the individual sort of bits. So it's not just all sort of loose in a cardboard box, if that makes sense. So he's opened it from one side and seen like the PS4 and some wires and a controller. And I said, "Have you looked in the other side of the box?" And he looked in the other side of the box and the second controller was there with all the games as well. Because it wouldn't fit in the first part of the box. And he went, "Oh, sorry." "All right, oh, sorry." And I went, "Yeah, no problem, mate." Hung up on him. Immediately fucking blocked his number as soon as he drove off. I believe I've probably still got the conversation actually on Facebook Messenger. I haven't got Messenger on my phone. But it'll be on the same Facebook account, I think. But yeah, great. There's your story, folks. Just honestly, that was the last time I sold something on Facebook Marketplace, I think. No, that was the last time I sold something on Facebook Marketplace to someone like that. I was very picky about customers after that. I sold a guitar to someone. And they were alright, because he must have been about twice my age at that point. He was probably in his 40s. I sold the guitar to him, but he was alright. And I sold some of the I sold some extra like PS4 peripherals to people, and they were sort of alright and that kind of thing. But oh Jesus, that was the point when I was like, I'm not just gonna sell things to the first person who offers. Like, it sounds bad, but I'm gonna refuse things to someone who looks like a prick. Because he had that sort of what's the word? That kind of Facebook profile picture where it's like him in a tracksuit and a Nike cap with that fucking like what's that sort of hairstyle that's like well, I don't know what they call it, but it's like that hairstyle that's like greased down sort of thing. It's like short, but it's greased down. And it looks like it's been combed with like a really thick comb. Do you know the sort of hairstyle I'm talking about? I'm trying to think of someone who's got that hairstyle, but I can't, honestly. And he was like, it was like a photo in the dark. Yeah, judge that book by the cover. Absolutely, mate. Well, do you know what, mate? It was absolutely fucking justified. So, whatever. It was just terrible. I don't understand people who get that haircut. No offense if anyone has got that haircut, but please get a haircut. Please get a better haircut. Jay, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? At least he apologised. I work with fucking people like that despite realising they've committed the intellectual equivalent of shitting in their own mouths, get even angry at you. No, I think he sensed that I was getting a bit pissed off at him. Because if I'd have only met him once, if I'd only met him for a minute and he'd just taken it off me, I think he might have done that. But I think because we had a sort of vague attempt at a chat for 45 minutes, I think that helped a little bit, possibly. You know what we're going to do before we do this, actually, folks? Is we're going to go to a Pokémon. That haircut is clapped. It absolutely is. Larry's back up as people are being dragged through the mud. Yeah, I don't understand what. Not for me to sort of. My hair's not exactly fucking fantastic, but it's not that bad. Right, we're gonna buy some more. We probably don't need. We could get some more actually. Maybe not loads more. We need max repels, really. So we're just going to get a job lot. Maybe not 78 of them, mind you. Maybe we'll get like 40. You should judge books by the cover. We're taught to do that since we get to look at Red Bull and Happy Dog style books. Yeah, exactly. I once tried to buy something on Facebook Marketplace and the guy kept trying to make sure I'm the one who picked it up at his house, so I blocked it. Yeah, it's weird that. Like, I'm comfortable with people sort of coming to my house and picking stuff. If it's a big thing like that, other people I was meeting at like the end of the road or whatever. But yeah, people are really fucking weird about it. You got not that way, mate. You've got to keep on your toes with that sort of. Facebook Marketplace is just a fucking Wild West. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. Slashed my finger open at work yesterday. Luckily the meds, I'm already on a pain relievers. Oh mate, I hope it heals up for you soon. I'm glad you're not in any sort of pain for it though. From it even. But I do hope it heals up soon. Bartending without a finger isn't ideal. Yeah. You need it, don't you? Which finger is it as well? See your index? Because that'd be a pain in the ass. I mean, it'd be a pain in the finger. That was good, wasn't it? My dad met my mum on Facebook Marketplace. Is that true, Leopard? No, sorry. Forget I just said that, Leopard. Is that true? Sorry. I wasn't having a moment there. I genuinely don't know what no. Is that... No, of course it's not true. What am I talking about? They did not have Facebook Marketplace 39 years ago. I don't know what I meant by that. That was just me streaming and doing like a stream of consciousness thing. Is that true? I don't know what... I'm so sorry about that. That's one of the stupidest things I've ever said. 39 years and 9 months ago. Yeah. Oh, it's your index thing. I'm sorry to hear that. Apple Pie, welcome in. Hey man, did you finish X and Y? I did, yeah. When did we finish X and Y, folks? Would have been April. I think we finished X and Y. I think first week of April, if I'm remembering correctly. A long time ago, yeah. Oh, Camera Old Man's here for that Russian fella who was asking to see what happens if he says no. Here we go. He says, this man is shy. There you go. Not seen you pop on any lives for a while. Did you enjoy it? I did, yeah. I did. We played... I really did enjoy it. I was pleasantly surprised by it, actually. We played X and... Well, we didn't play X and Y. We played X and then we played... Pokemon Sapphire. A Pokemon Sapphire bootleg. And then we played Black and White 2. Or White 2 it was, which was good. And we're just finishing off Heart Gold now. Why is... Has my repel stopped working? It was good though, it was really nice. It's good to have you in again, by the way. Oh, no, wrong button. Disappointing for no special Switch for ZA, that's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. How much is the game by itself? It's not 80 quid, is it? They've not done that, have they? Oh, we're going up here then. Can I drift? Let's do it. That's not correct. It takes 10 months for a kid to be born, so it's longer than that. Too fucking right. You tell the men, Jules. What do they know? What do we know? There was something that I saw recently that really sort of turned me inside out, and it was something, it was a post, it was someone that made a post and it said something like, I don't trust, I need to learn rock climb here. Someone said that it was, someone said that I don't trust white people with dreadlocks, and then there was a comment on it that said, I don't trust white people, and it was from like the whitest person I've ever seen. There's something about that that really sort of fucking turns me inside out. I don't know. It's like the lack of self-awareness. You know, it's like when you get men sort of going, ugh, men, am I right? Like, with like no fucking self-awareness that they are also a man. But it's weird seeing that sort of stuff like without any sort of irony attached to it. Do you know what I mean? As a man, I can say men and monsters. Oh, absolutely. But you've got to have that sort of self-awareness that you are also a man. Is the thing. And I think that's where it was sort of... What do I do here, folks? Rather jump off the be alone with a white man. Too fucking right. Too fucking right. I'd kill for a white monster right now. It should be the same price as Mario Kart. That's too much money, Kyle. It's too much money. It's way too much money. I love why people when say there's something about it. Like, don't get me wrong. I sort of like I can appreciate the kind of like sort of awareness of like these sort of societal issues and all that sort of thing. But like, you can't just say that without having the awareness that perhaps you are sort of... I think the implication with that sort of thing is that they're sort of saying like, oh yeah, they're like that. Not me though. Not me though. I'm different. Then they're sort of not aware that they also could possibly be... there's Moltres right there, folks. Should we go for that then? Well, we might as well while we're here. In for a penny. In for a penny, folks. Let's save the game. Slapping on a white monster sex joke. Good grief. It wasn't on TikTok nights, but the idea that any societal problem could be solved in the comment section for TikTok or Reel. Yeah. There's just something about it that... Like, it's good to have that aware. It's that weird thing where they've got a very sort of... They've got an awareness of one sort of thing, but then a staggering lack of self-awareness of something that is basically the same as that one thing. Like the logical sort of conclusion of that first point. Do you know what I mean? It did feel like that. It did feel like that. It sort of felt like they were doing it for likes, Jules. I mean, I don't know. They might genuinely think that. And it might be like that thing in J-Rock in Trailer Park Boys where he doesn't actually realise that he's white. It might be like that. He might have a stark realisation one day. Who'd have thought Zapdos would be Spark? I mean, it's Moltres, Kyle. Oh, sorry, you said would have thought Zapdos would be Spark. Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I've read your message wrong there, Kyle. Please forgive me. I wouldn't think about it too much. Nothing is correct in this. But the way I agree with you, Jules, it is good when someone can understand why, like, can understand that stuff. It just, it sort of, I think it defeats the whole point of that. If they then turn around and go, oh, not me though. I'm not part of that group. Even though whether you like it or not, you are part of that group. I think that's what sort of turns me inside out about it. It does feel like it's sort of being done just to impress people. Performative. I don't know. Lep, when you getting dreadlocks, mate? What was that? Lep, what was that advert that I sent you of that kid? It was like, it must have been an advert, folks. It was on TikTok for something from like, must have been like 20 years ago, judging by the content of the advert, where it's like fake dreadlocks that you can wear. And the advert, there was this little white kid with like these fake dreadlocks on and doing this fucking awful sort of incredibly fucking offensive accent. It must have only been 20 years old or something like that. That advert. I can't remember what it was, chappers. I'd have to go through and find it on TikTok. Jesus. West is wild sometimes, yeah. I was saying the other day, Jules, that I'm always a bit fucking hyper aware of this sort of thing. There's a new Japanese supermarket that's opened up in Leeds, and I was in there with my sister. And I can't stay in those places for very long because I just suddenly get this sort of weird kind of impression of myself that I'm like a sort of unwanted Westerner in a shop that's not made for me. And that I feel a bit sort of I don't know what the word is. It just feels a bit awkward. I feel a bit like I'm sort of Louis Therouxing it after a while. Do you know what I mean? The cypress shimmers when flutter and melting hearts. Good stuff. The weeb reveals itself. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about it. She is giving me a call. Asia. How are you, Yajing? Zhang is free. Whoa. Sorry, dialed the wrong number. Alright, see you later. But I don't think it helps that I'm quite tall as well. I'm just quite big as a person. I take up a lot of space, which I don't have a problem with. But like, if I'm in a busy shop and I'm the only white person there, there's something about it that just makes me go, I should probably get out of here, actually. Not in a sort of like terrible sort of I feel oppressed and unwanted sort of way. It's nothing like that. I just suddenly become very aware of myself, which is just a bad thing all around, generally speaking. Thanks, Jules. I appreciate that. Have I been in the wrong place here? I did wash my hair, but I always had my hair tied up and never brushed it, and the back got matted like when a dog poos on its own tail. That's sad. That's sad to see there. But am I in the right place here? Am I just completely in the wrong place? Because there's nothing else here. Is there? My hair was very long at the time. I have curly hair that I make sure is too short to be an afro, but also too long to look like a perm because it's natural. The immediate am I in the wrong place here after speaking about spaces that aren't necessarily meant for you? I didn't even clock that, Fruits. Didn't even clock it. I think I'm in the wrong place here though, folks. Or am I meant to be going in here instead? Oh no, it's not in there. No elf out of 250 is weak. Skin's welcome in. It's good to see you. Oh dear. There must be another entrance to this place then, unless we're going up here. The rock is Cliffy. Sorry folks, I shouldn't laugh at that because Craig might not think it's funny. I will be doing that joke for the rest of the stream, by the way, just to let you all know. The fucking joke police is my #1 pet peeve online. The idea that you shouldn't laugh at something as much as you're laughing at it because it's not that funny to that specific person. I cannot imagine. Like, it just makes you the biggest prick on the planet. Adam, welcome in. It is a bit of a wild team, isn't it? I'm just trying to get it as easy as possible to beat Red when we get to it. Whether we will or not is a different question, because we are significantly under-leveled still. Comedy's not legal anymore. Too fucking right. No, comedy was made illegal because of Craig earlier. Unfortunately. It happens though, folks. But at the end of the day, look, at the end of the day, no one has to listen to someone who's actually called Craig. That's the thing. No offense to anyone who's called Craig watching this. But it is. Come on. What a name. Ricky Gervais isn't bothered. Freaking Ricky Gervais is a prick. Innie. Poor Maverick, yeah. Ooh, he's so fucking... Well, I can't fucking say this. He says on a fucking Netflix special where he gets fucking paid millions of pounds with a fucking full audience. I'm not allowed to say this, am I? And he still fucking searches for himself on Twitter. Or whatever the fuck it's called this week. I just don't like him. I just... Jay, I watched his... This was several years back now. I watched one of his Netflix specials because my dad was watching it. And he was like, do you want to watch this Ricky Gervais thing? And I was like... Almost in a sort of like... morbid curiosity way. I was like, we'll give this a go. It was a genuinely fucking depressing watch. It was like... Do you know what it is with Ricky Gervais as well? It's like stuff that we'd all think of as jokes. But we wouldn't say them. Not because like we'd go, oh, that joke's a bit offensive. I wouldn't say that. But it's like, I wouldn't say that because I don't think it's funny. It's weird. Among other things, Jules, yeah. Among other things. But he's one of them and he's like, oh, I can make jokes about that sort of thing. It's like, oh, I can make jokes about fat people because I used to be fat myself. And it's like, whoa. You're just a prick then. Is that it then? I don't get it. I don't get it. Facebook keeps suggesting me... Don't get me wrong, Jay. I'm sure there's some stuff that he says that is funny. Don't get me wrong at all. But like, this is the thing. We've said before about like there's bits in the Big Bang Theory that are funny. There's bits in Friends that are funny. But like as a whole... Like, I'm not saying everything he said is unfunny, because I don't think that's true. Like I was going to say that I've been suggested a lot of Jimmy Carr stuff on Facebook recently for whatever reason. And I watch it almost like a more... Because Jimmy Carr's got the sort of same reputation as Gervais, but it's... I don't know. Jimmy Carr's a bit different. He seems like a bit less of a prick. And there's some... I don't know. I don't know what the sort of consensus on Jimmy Carr is. This is huge, folks, by the way.